from Goliath. They're like, giant, we're out of here. They take off, and David's like, who is this uncircumcised Philistine? You know the story. He cuts off Goliath's head. Victory, it's incredible. It changes David to the point that Saul, the king, doesn't even recognize him. It says, I think in 17 verse 51, Saul actually says, who is this young man who's killed Goliath? And David had actually served in the courts of the king for 7 years before he ever went to fight Goliath. So he doesn't even recognize that his battle with Goliath literally transformed him to where he was unrecognizable. Some of you today are going to have that same kind of situation this weekend. Your battle with your Goliath is going to transform you to where you become unrecognizable to your friends and family when you go home. Same thing with Jesus. Remember he's standing, Mary's standing outside the tomb, and she's, they're taking Jesus, and Jesus is standing right there next to her, and she thinks he's a gardener. You know that story? I've always seen it like this, like Mary's in the corner just, she's crying, and she just glances at him. She doesn't glance at him. The word says, in this scripture, it says that she gazed at him intently. The word for saw is thero in Greek. It's gazed at intently. She stared at his face and didn't know who he was. Why? His battle with Goliath had changed him. Your battle with Goliath is going to change you to something so beautiful. You are going to be a new creature. You're going to be new. Like, who was talking yesterday? Where are you? Rodeo, help me. There you are. Sorry, my brain's not working real good here. But you said your countenance was different. If you'd seen you several years ago, your countenance was a different person. God is going to change your countenance. And in closing, the thing I wanted to share with you about David and Goliath is this. So several years later, David's going out against the giants, okay? Now, he's got a whole team around him. His brothers are now fighting with him. And his brothers take down and kill Goliath's brother and his cousins. I want to say to you something. Why does all this matter?